Hi, I'm Mrs Hammond. I'm in Hedgehog class. I'm the teaching assistant with Miss Baker. Today I thought I'd read you one of my favourite stories. It's called A Squash and a Squeeze. Can you show me nice sitting? Good looking and good listening. Right, we're ready to read the story. A little old lady lived by herself with a table and chairs and a jug on the shelf. A wise old man heard her grumble and grouse. "There's not enough room in my house." "Wise old man, won't you help me please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your hen," said the wise old man. "Take in my hen, what a curious plan." Well, the hen laid an egg on the fireside rug and it flapped around the room, knocking over the jug. The little old lady cried, "What should I do? It was pokey for one and tiny for two. My nose has a tickle and there's no room to sneeze. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your goat," said the wise old man. "Take in my goat, what a curious plan." Well, the goat chewed the curtains and trod on the egg and sat down to nibble the table leg. The little old lady cried, "Glory be! It was tiny for two and itchy for three. The hen pecks the goat and the goat's got fleas. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your pig," said the wise old man. "Take in my pig, what a curious plan." So she took in the pig, who kept chasing the hen and raiding the larder again and again. The little old lady cried, "Stop, I implore. It was titchy for three and tiny for four. Even the pig in the larder agrees, my house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your cow," said the wise old man. "Take in my cow, what a curious plan." Well, the cow took one look and charged straight at the pig, then jumped on the table and tapped out a jig. The little old lady cried, "Heavens alive! It was teeny for four and weeny for five. I'm tearing my hair out. I'm down on my knees. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Then take them all out," said the wise old man. "But then I'll be back where I first began." So she opened the window and flew out the hen. "That's better. At least I can sneeze again." She shooed out the goat and she shoved out the pig. My house is beginning to feel pretty big. She huffed and puffed as she pushed out the cow. "Just look at my house, it's enormous now." "Thank you, old man, for the work that you have done. It's weeny for five, it's gigantic for one. There's no need to grumble, there's no need to grouse. There's plenty of room in my house." And now she's full of frolics of fiddly-dees. It isn't a squash and it isn't a squeeze. Yes, she's full of frolics and fiddly-dees. It isn't a squash or a squeeze.